team pick.
And we're back with game 2. LFZS versus Royal.Love. Game 1, of course, going to Royal.Love, who just showed a lot of early game aggression, and LFZS didn't really seem to know how to deal with it. Even though they sort of had the more aggressive early game lineup, Royal.Love just came out of the... I can't even think of a good metaphor for it. Came out of the gate biting? Like a vicious horse who's not interested in racing, is just going to bite the shit out of everyone.
10 seconds remaining.
That'll have to do for now.
5 seconds remaining.
And they pick up the Lone Druid, who last game just dominated LFZS, that is, picks up the Lone Druid, who last game dominated his lane. Slark had a very bad time against him. In return, Royal.Love pick up a Nyx Assassin and the Clockwork. Clockwork doing a lot of work in the Asian scene. We haven't seen I don't think we've seen Royal.Love play it yet this tournament. And we haven't seen a Nyx yet this tournament either. He's been banned out every time. I'll let him know quickly.
Dire team pick.
And a Gyrocopter and a Rubik picked up. So they picked up the Gyrocopter last game as well, so... Obviously a character that they're very comfortable with. Obviously the character that they want to be going for here. And Rubik, just an excellent all-around support. Rubik's pretty much never a bad choice.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Just eating a little bit of soup here. Royal.Love taking their time here.
Weaver.
And a Weaver comes out.
Radiant team pick.
Could either be... Weaver's actually pretty versatile. He could be a long lane solo hero. He could be in a tri-lane. It would be a bit of an unusual choice. But it's not unheard of. Or he could even be mid. Or he could just sit at Fountain the whole game. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. So Keeper of the Light banned out. As well as Darkseer. But I mean... I don't know how well Darkseer worked in their lineup. Juggernaut, Dragon Knight. Last game we saw a Tricore. I don't think we're going to see that again this game. Unless they did Clockwork. I can't see how a Tricore would work in Royal.Love's lineup here. And LFZS, I suppose they've already got Lone Druid. They've got Gyrocopter. They could do it if they want. I mean, they're probably going to have to because they're going to need... They still need a mid hero, don't they? So... They could have a mid lane core hero.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Just helping myself to a bit more soup. And Shadow Salmon and Visage is the last few bans. Visage not as effective as we've seen him be in the last game, but he is still an extremely strong support hero. With huge aggressive range from the word go.
10 seconds remaining.
And Shadow Shaman... I'm a little bit confused there.
5 seconds remaining.
But hey, he's an alright hero. He's good at pushing towers. That bind is really annoying. Is it called bind? I don't know. So they're looking for a support and a mid lane hero on LFZS, I imagine. They could run Gyrocopter mid lane. Gyrocopter has some success mid lane. I think he certainly works better than, say, Dragon Knight, who's the other
Templar
carry
Assassin.
hero who you send mid. But they're going to pick a Templar Assassin.
Dire team pick.
So maybe looking for a bit of mid-game domination here. Templar Assassin can really snowball well if she has a good early game and is really strong in that mid game. So we'll see how that goes. Last game sort of got caught by surprise, I think, by Royal.Love's constant aggression. So
5
maybe
seconds
looking to
remaining.
take back that aggression this game.
Reserve time.
Royal.Love thinking carefully about their response here. Shadow Demon is actually quite a good counter, except it's been banned out. Venomancer is a really good counter because his poison damage over time ticks down the refractions on the TA, so she can't be just protected all the time. But I very much doubt we're going to see that here. Queen of Pain still in there. Queen of Pain hasn't been touched. Wasn't touched first game. Wasn't banned, wasn't picked. Which I was a little bit surprised about. So maybe going to see her this game? Maybe. What else they got? They got a puck they could pick, I suppose. Don't think they'll pick a puck. They've already got a fairly squishy lineup, so I think another extremely squishy hero
10 seconds
isn't going to work out
remaining.
too well for them. And they pick up a Wisp.
Radiant team pick.
Interesting. So maybe we're going to see Wisp CK? Wisp Tiny? I mean, I haven't banned any of the Wisp heroes yet. This is quite a surprising pick, I have to admit, of Royal.Love. Of course, traditionally,
10 seconds remaining.
EO, Wisp, just
5
can't be utilized by
5
those
seconds
Asian teams very
remaining.
well. I mean, we saw IG having a lot of trouble with it,
Reserve time.
trying to use it in the G1 finals, and they did okay with him, but I
10
think it was
seconds
Brax
remaining.
from LGD International has said that
5 seconds
the only way they have a
remaining.
guaranteed win against IG is by using the Wisp, so...
Dire team
And
pick.
LFZS say, well, we're not going to let them get that Chaos Knight, we're going to pick Chaos Knight. Which sort of screws their lanes, I think, of it here. I mean, I suppose they could do a support Gyrocopter. Maybe that's what they're going to be doing here. Support Gyrocopter tri-lane with a Rubik, Gyrocopter, and Chaos Knight. That could be interesting. Something a little bit different.
10 seconds. 10
But
seconds
definitely, I think,
remaining.
a desperation pick. I don't think they were
5
planning that the
seconds.
whole time.
5 seconds remaining.
Alchemist.
And an Alchemist is the carry for Royal.Love. Doesn't really have much
Radiant
synergy with the
team
EO,
pick.
so I don't know about this one. But we'll see how it goes. And of course, far out. Can we have a single game where it isn't paused seconds after starting? Let's see if we can't get a bit of heads-up display. Just go with this one. This one's quite nice. So while we're paused, I'll introduce what players I can on the Radiant team. We've got Dan on the Rubik, which he played last game, and Wysim on the Lone Druid. And the rest have names that are too hard for me. So, over on the Dire team, we have 5400, who is going to be playing the Wisp. He did a lot of good roaming work in on day one with the Rubik, so maybe we're going to see some excellent roaming from him again with the Relocate, with the Wisp. Zhao Zi is going to be on the Weaver. SN is going to take out the Clockwork. Yim on the Nexus Assassin. And JZMW is going to be on the Alchemist. So we're presuming... Yeah, it looks like it's going to be this tri-lane top here. Gyrocopter in the support role, yep. TA mid, obviously, and the lone druid bottom. Meanwhile, it looks like it's going to be a tri-lane with a Weaver, which is interesting. Something that you do not see every day. Then we're going to see Alchemist mid. I'm going to see Clockwork taking it along. So we're going to see tri-lane versus tri-lane.
30 seconds.
Which Visage would have excelled in if he hadn't already been banned out. Looking to a bit of aggression here. He have Rocket Barrage at level 1. I don't know whether the homing missile might have been better to synergize with the stuns here.
Time to get angry with each other.
So Clockwork maybe can have a bit of a rough time here against the lone druid,
Welcome
but
to Pyrian Flax's guide to being a Dota 2 announcer.
hopefully he has a better time than Slark did last game, who absolutely got dominated in his lane. Completely zoned out. It's very nice dewarding here from Wisp. Gyrocopter wants to do something about it. Can't really. Very nice, so the acid spray is going to tick down the refraction as well.
Hide.
So that's going to make it a lot harder for her to be able to stay in lane. Very squishy. And if he's spamming his acid spray, and if he starts spamming unstable concoction as well, TA can have a really tough time. So last game, Royal were aggressive straight off the bat. Looks like this time they're going to sit back a little bit. Yeah, Clockwork having a little bit of trouble here. He's just going to constantly be harassed. He's going to have to hang back a little bit. Still TA leading the board in terms of last hits and denies. A reversal from what we saw last game. Last game we saw
Ours.
Royal leading the board with all 3 of their carries. Now we're going to see the opposite for LFZS. We're going to see their 3 carries leading the board.
3,000 years.
Clockwork not having too bad a time. A little bit behind in terms of experience. But not getting absolutely destroyed like Slark did last game. A very nice pulling here from the Radiant team. Just having a bit more soup while it's hot. Good soup, chicken and corn. Hogs come out, but traps the bear with him. I'm not sure if that was a good idea there. Or what that achieved other than giving the bear a lot of free hits.
You never.
So Alchemist doing what he can, but definitely not winning this lane. TA doing a much better job here, getting a lot more last hits. Doubling the last hits. She's got as many last hits. She's got as many denies as he has last hits. He picks up a Boots of Travels. Boots of Speed, first item. Maybe a Closet League player? A bit more of a slow game than we had last time. Last time we had 1.5 kills a minute, I think, averaging out throughout the game. Here we... Looks like we're gonna get to 4 minutes on the board. 4 minutes without a kill on the board. They're taking a lot of damage. And the rotation comes in. Support's gonna walk all the way across the map here, it looks like. Which makes sense, Weaver's got a lot of survivability, although... got a little bit of lockdown here. If Chaos Knight gets his stun off, then Weaver's in trouble. Here we go. Clockwork eating a lot of damage. Gonna have to use the cogs to survive. Now the bear looking to come in still. The stun comes out. Tether stun doing a lot of damage. Spirits doesn't look like we're gonna be able to catch him in time. One more last hit though, and first blood to Wisp. Very nice. Maybe we're gonna see a carry Wisp. We saw one yesterday. He ended up with 6 or 7 kills, I think, in the end of the game. The same amount of kills as the Chaos Knight that was in that game. So maybe we'll see that again this game, even though they're on opposing teams. Alchemist getting a bit more aggressive here. It's good to know. Just double check that the stream is actually still working. It's doing okay. Okay, here we go. So, diving really deep here, but teleport reactions coming in. They're going to pick up the lone druid kill, but looks like Wisp and the looks like Rocket Barrage doing a huge amount of damage, and Jericho getting a double kill. Rocket Barrage doing a huge amount of damage. Jericho getting a double kill. Mute. Okay, here we go. There we go. So, bit of a turnaround there from the Gyrocopter, who's maybe going to become a carry now. I mean, he's got the farming capability to later in the game switch to more of a carry role. He gets a chance, and while I'm talking about that, Wisp picks up another kill. Looks like it is going to be a carry Wisp. So very nice use. I think they're used to smoke there. There we go. Coming in again with the aggression. Fortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. Refraction is blocking all of their damage.
Green Dude's top thing is about to get knocked over.
Still, we're having a pretty good time up here. Pretty much left to free farm. A little bit low in terms of last hits denies, but
top tower is under attack.
doing what you can.
Forget about it.
Mid lane though being dominated here by the Templar Assassin. She might as well have free farm for all the Alchemist is doing. Although he has actually caught up now, hasn't he? So maybe I'll have to eat my words. Rubik rotating down to the bottom lane to help out a bit with pulling. Wisp doing some warding. So a very passive laning phase, all in all. A couple of kills, but nothing much to write home about. A lockdown here on the Weaver, taking a lot of damage. Tether stun trying to help him out here. Looks like it will be enough to save him, but teleport reaction in from the Rubik. He lifts up the EO, but there's no follow-up, and he's able to tether to safety. Little bit. Oh, and the Templar Assassin picking up the kill here on the Alchemist.
Truth is all
Possibly who
around
dived
you,
in a
but
bit
it
too far.
hides from the unworthy.
Oh, missing a kill here on the top lane. Looks like that EO was able to help out with the Weaver, getting a kill against the Rubik. He's gonna eat a rocket, but it's okay. I think it's only level 1. Yeah, so didn't do a huge amount of damage. So things definitely not going as well for Royal.Love as they did last game. Last game, Royal.Love straight out starts pummeling LFZS from the word go. This time, I think Royal might possibly has a bit of a lead here, but it's definitely a different story. LFZS actually doing the aggression themselves now. Have a look at the goal graph. It's actually in favour of the Radiant. Not by much. A little bit. XP as well, in terms favouring the Radiant here. So, a little bit of a lead, even though the scoreboard puts things in favour of Royal.Love. Looks like we're going to be seeing a rotation bottom here. Smoke comes out. Druid's very close to his tower though, they're going to be able to catch him in time. Clockwork pretending everything's okay, stun misses. And that's really not what they want to be doing here. They've wasted a lot of time now. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Alchemist's not going to be able to get a kill here. They're still going to try and get this Druid though. Maybe going to try and dive in. Waiting for the creeps.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
No, it doesn't look like it. Wisp teleporting in top here. Helping out his good friend Weaver. Chaos Knight Rubik possibly looking to try and get a kill here. I think they thought that Wisp was going to try and stack. It looks like they're going to catch him out though. Lift coming up from the Rubik. Going to see a stun from the Chaos Knight. And Reality Rift. But Tether Stun. Possibly going to save him. And they pick up... No, they didn't. They didn't kill the Rubik in the end. Just going to survive. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Gyrocopter getting picked off in return for a Nyx. So things starting to heat up here. Started off a little bit slow in the laning phase, but now we're starting to see some action.
Green dude's top thing is about to get knocked over. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alchemist eating a lot of damage here. Well, I try to eat a little bit more soup. He's eating damage, I'm eating soup. I think I've got the better half of this.
Players here.
Okay, looks like Alchemist is coming down for a gank, but it looks like he's going to be ganked in return. Relocate comes in. Looks like they're going to finish off his lone druid. A little bit of root gaming, but it's not going to be enough. Lift comes up. Reality Rift. It'll finish off that Alchemist. Looks like Clockwork as well. Yes, going to be picked off. So in return, Alchemist and the Clockwork in return for
Radiant's
a lone
top
druid.
tower
Not
is
really a
under
good
attack.
trade there for love.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think they didn't expect.
Green dude's top thing
It's a bit
is about to
unfortunate
get knocked
because-
over.
Ah, here we go. They're all coming through
Green
here.
dude's tower got
I think they just thought they were by themselves. So a bit of a misjudgment on Royal.Love's part. Almost looks like he's going to be caught out here. The rocket coming in. And a cooldown as well being used, but unfortunately going to miss. Yes, and they're just going to catch him off. Thought he got away there in the bushes. Gyrocopter going to try and teleport out, eating a lot of damage, but not enough.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now Clockwork. Ew, picking up Chaos Knight.
Incoming!
They used to be friends, but now, mortal enemies. Which is a shame. Clockwork gonna take a lot of damage if he's not careful here. Almost up on the Spirit Bear. 200 gold away. So both teams playing a little bit safe here. And once again, I think we saw this yesterday. Royal putting a mechanism on the Alchemist. I suppose it gives him a bit more survivability, but surely he wants to be going for something like a Shadow Blade that's going to give him... Gonna mean he can do a lot more action stuff. Relocate coming in, stun goes out on the Wisp, Cogs have trapped in the Lone Druid, Reality Rift catches out the Wisp. Doing a lot of damage to the Lone Druid though, cooldown comes out, catching out only the Nyx. Assassin taking off Lone Druid, Templar Assassin though, gonna get him in return, Lift comes up.
Miles away.
But looks like everyone else is gonna escape. Relocate has taken everyone else back to the top lane. And Weaver just walks
Yo, green
out.
dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
So they're possibly going to go on this Weaver. He's put... Oh, doing a lot of damage to the Alchemist. He's going to pick him off. Very nice play there by the Templar Assassin.
Is how you lasted
Meld Strike
so
doing
long.
a huge amount of damage. Royal.Love now on the back foot, it seems. It's too popular. Guys, I'm casting again.
Can we pause, please? I'm terrified beyond the capacity
Maybe next time I'll have to turn off the notifications. Let's go. Here we go. Dive by the Chaos Knight. Aiming for the Clockwork, lift him up. It's Reality Rift. Pull down. But the Clockwork is going to pick off that Gyrocopter. They're diving too far here. Nick's going to get the Chaos Knight as well. Things turning around here. Lone Druid now going to be picked off slowly. Does he have an unstable concoction? 1 second for the cooldown. But they don't even need it. Now he's going to stun himself.
Green dude's top thing is about to get knocked over.
Watch out, guys. There we go. Possibly going to pick up a tier 1 here. No, they're going to relocate in mid and go for the Templar Assassin.
Rock it on. How's it going?
Very nice hook. Swarm comes out. But she's got a Shadow Blade. Such an interesting choice of item. Clockwork, gonna be killed by neutrals. I think he probably could have gotten away there, so maybe a bit of a mistake. He's coming up on the Weaver. Gonna pop her a Regeneration Rune on the Templar Assassin, so she might decide to turn around. But no, they're gonna back off. So, the gank definitely not going the way of Royal.Love here. They thought they had the upper hand, they were definitely going to sneak in and get this Templar Assassin, but instead they lose the Clockwork Goblin. And Shadow Blade, I swear. Seems like everyone's just getting Shadow Blade on everyone now. Oh, we got it on Dragon Knight, get it on Templar Assassin. Whatever. I suppose it gives it a bit more burst damage, but still.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
LFZS so happy just to sit back and farm. They've got a Gyrocopter. I think I guess they think that they can out-farm an Alchemist? This could be a bit of a dangerous decision. Although Alchemist is trying to help him out by buying a mechanism.
Radiant's middle
Or
tower
a
is under
Canson,
attack.
rather than a Shadow Blade. Or any other item. Just don't get it. Is it because all the other heroes are too poor to afford it? We'll have to find out later. Lone Druid picking up that armlet now. Meanwhile, action going on top. Trying to catch out this Templar Assassin again, but she turns it around and kills the Wisp. They just cannot pick up this Templar Assassin. Or rather they can. But it really cost them. There are 4 of them there? And she still killed the Wisp in return. Meanwhile, mid lane. Meanwhile, tower's gonna fall.
Bad news, Rot-row, Middly Widdly gone all deadly.
Ah, Furian's left, you're a funny guy. And they're gonna move straight on to the tier 2.
Under attack.
No, they're gonna back off now. Just coming out here on the Nyx. Ability is stunned. And I think things are gonna flip around here. Jericho trying to do a lot of damage here, but he's only a support, so he's gonna fall down. Alchemist picking up 2 kills here.
Something bad is happening in your bottom.
Oh, lucky they didn't keep pressuring that tier 2 then. Bit of an overextension by LFZS. Losing 4 to Royal.Love. And it looks like they're gonna lose this tier 1 as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Or maybe not. They're not making any moves to defend it though.
Rock it on.
Yes, they are gonna lose this tower.
Radiant's middle
Okay, we're
tower
gonna see
has fallen.
Royal.Love back off now. It looks like it. Nyx really wants a kill though. Using their Shadow Blade, gonna throw the dust out though. Stun comes up, but the reinforcements arrive. Stun not doing any damage to the Weaver. Reality Rift used on the Nyx, who's gonna keep running. Alchemist, Root Gaming, charging up a stun. Who's he gonna use it on? He's lifted. He's not gonna have a chance to use it. No, he just throws it out in time. Wisp once again focused down by that. And Clockwork pick up the Rubik. Clockwork now teleporting out, and Alchemist totally trapped. Oh no, that was Weaver, sorry. Weaver's not trapped because he can avoid collision. And he's gonna pick up this Chaos Knight, yes. Rather, Clockwork is going to pick up the kill. And now Weaver's gonna try and make it away. Or is he not? He's gonna try and pick up this kill here. He's ballin'. And he's gonna dive into the tower as well. But that was a mistake. And Nyx Assassin is gonna try and dive it. Royal.Love playing balls to the wall here. There goes, sun's coming out. Refraction though. Meaning she doesn't care. She's got a BKB now as well, so she's gonna be pretty tough. Shadow Blade as well. Got that escape. No, ooh, this Nyx Assassin's gonna be in trouble now. Haste Rune being used, BKB thrown out. Just pulling out all the stops there to pick up that kill. Templar Assassin having a really good game. 128 last hits, 20 minutes, 8 kills, 4 assists, and only 1 death. She really had an advantage in that mid lane versus the Alchemist, but still doing. Oh, Wisp here going to be caught out as well. She has just been finding that Wisp every time. Meld Strike doing a huge amount of damage. He's going to escape on a sliver of health. So last hits, you're going to see Templar Assassin leading the way, but is it the same story with the net worth?
Incoming.
It is. Almost 1,000 ahead in terms of net worth, so for an Alchemist that's a little bit embarrassing. And he's going to pick up an AC now. So He's really performing this sort of
Bum tower denied for those evil bastards. Oh, they
support
make me
role
so
for
mad.
some reason. I don't understand that. Coming up on the clockwork, he's going to be caught out here, and... Oh no, it was Nick Assassin, sorry. Yeah! He was hidden by the hero, so I couldn't see who it was. Either way, he dead. Relocate coming in.
Radiant's top tower is
Bottom
under
lane.
attack.
I mean top lane. Obviously need to go to sleep.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So I'm going to
Why
be
is it
cheering
so
for Royal.Love
bloody
here, because... No, we do want to see a game 3, even if I'm tired. Clockwork possibly going to be caught out here. He's picked up a Ghost Scepter, so he's worried about that physical damage. Not much magical damage on the side of LFZS. Possibly is cooldown magical damage? Yeah, it is, so he has to worry about that. And items being picked up left, right, and center. Weaver picking up a BKB. That's going to help him a little bit with the lockdown, avoiding that in the team fights. And then we saw on the bear a Maelstrom. So this bear is really getting fat. The Maelstrom's only going to help him farm more as well. He's coming third in the leaderboard in terms of net worth, so going to be catching up to the Alchemist, who hasn't got anything in terms of farming items. And he's picked up his AC, but that's not going to help him farm. But we'll see how it works out for him. More lone druid. It's going to be farming. Relocate, they're going to come in and try and get a kill on him. Nick's Assassin coming in, doing a lot of damage. Hooking as well. Tether stun, holding him in place. Response comes in though. Some brute gaming going to finish off that Wisp. And it's totally turned around here on Royal, jeez.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Clockwork pops off his Ghost Scepter, but it's not going to save. And what a turnaround. What was just going to be a lone pickoff ends up being a pretty good trade on for LFZS.
Good guy's bottom tower has been denied. Good luck upgrading the
Weaver
donkey now.
picking up a tower, doing what he can. So LFZS. Alchemist now coming on top though with net worth, so maybe he's... If LFZS don't take advantage of their lead soon, maybe they're going to start falling behind. Still, Templar Assassin looking very impressive here. Not in that way, I mean in terms of net worth. So it's pretty much going to be up to her and Lone Druid as to how this game progresses. Weaver as well, picking up third place in terms of net worth, overtaking the Lone Druid. And he doesn't particularly have any damage items either. Maybe be looking to pick up an MKB now. And the Maelstrom picked up on the Alchemist, so now he's going to be able to start doing a little bit more farming. He'll be doing more damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Possibly going to be looking for a basher sometime in the future. Except that his future looks very bleak, because he's about to be caught out by all 5 of the Radiant team. They've seen him, yeah. Templar Assassin though, not going to be able to catch him.
All
With that.
nasty and brokey.
They pick up a tier 1. Possibly going to pick up a tier 2 uncontested here. I mean, Wisp can relocate him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But Weaver mid's not going to be able to do much.
Dire
He's going to have to push his tower.
fortified.
Yep, they fortify it. They're going to say, no, we're going to try and take towers as well.
Oh, Dire's top tower is under attack.
In fact, they're going to try and pressure the tier 3 here.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
Meanwhile, mid,
In your bottom.
possibly going to destroy this tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
While they're busy defending their tier 3, which has taken almost a third of its health. Very nice deny by Templar Assassin. It looks like Clockwork's now going to be picked off. Stun coming out. Placing the ward. That's it. That's all she wrote for Clockwork. Still, Weaver able to make it out. Still, Templar Assassin smells blood. She's moving in. Smoke used on the Rubik here, which immediately gets cancelled. Lift up on the Alchemist. Stun coming out in terms of the rocket. Cooldown going to do a lot of damage, catching out all 4. Reality Rift going to be used. MKB on the Weaver. Still, Alchemist starting to clean up. Is looking to catch this Rubik. He will catch this Rubik. Getting a triple kill here on the Alchemist. Relocate. Going to catch out the Chaos Nut as well. But Neo wants this kill. He says, you've had enough. You gotta drive home in the morning, buddy. You can't have any more kills. And Royal.Love not wasting any time. Gonna move straight on to doing the Roshan here. Doing a lot of damage to him as well. Melting him almost. Almost, not quite.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
And Weaver picks up the Aegis. Gonna make him a lot more survivable. Oh, I suppose not, but he can die twice, so it doesn't matter. Now, what's that? Maybe it's only been a few minutes since he got that Maelstrom, so it's pretty impressive. He's already improved it into a Mjolnir. So his attack speed is going to be through the roof. LFZS really starting to lose control of the game here. Weaver picks up his Demon Edge. So he too is going to be snowballing out of control. Something awful sometime soon. Alchemist as well. It's just going to keep getting fatter. I think LFZS might have lost their opportunity now. They're in a really strong position earlier. Templar Assassin doing so well in the early game, but Alchemist is just starting to get away from them, despite her keeping him down for so long. Nyx making a bit of a mistake there, using his Vendetta damage to only just get a refraction.
Hello, boys.
But they get the kill anyway, so Andro looks like he wants to come in. Gyrocopter with him, Chaos Knight as well. Gonna try and catch someone.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Alchemist doing a lot of damage to this tower.
Radiant's top
That's
tower
ridiculous
has fallen.
attack speed, allowing him to melt it. But that's not as exciting as the fight going on down here. Gonna see Weaver. Very nice. What's their cooldown? Gonna hit absolutely no one. Chaos Knight's still gonna pick up a bit of kill though. And the Nyx skill, getting a double kill here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Templar Assassin buys back just in time to save his tower. Just down to a quarter of its health.
There's a snag in your plans.
Weaver going down now. Gonna have to try and run as fast as he can. Surely he's not gonna try and go for a kill. He's gonna try and go for a kill here. Alchemist running in as well, gonna get the stun off on the Chaos Knight.
You just killed a
one hit.
grams worth of enemies.
You could use more refinement.
Now Lone Druid.
Oh, the humanity!
Yeah, just doing far too much damage now.
About how awesome you were today, because you have given them a thrill.
The time to not be raped by Alchemist is at an end. And then there's also a Weaver, so he's gonna do shit too. Templar Assassin, a little bit wary going in here. Not even gonna try and hit the Alchemist. Just gonna try and focus that Weaver.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Clockwork is squatting them out of here. And Weaver completes his MKB. So he's going to be doing a huge amount of damage output now. And a Basher comes out for the Alchemist, so he's going to be starting to stunlock people as well. And now Royal has moved to the top of the net worth. From being behind in the early game by quite a bit, well, I don't know if the goal graph was quite a bit, but LFZS was definitely in the lead. Now Royal Club bringing it back. Old school. It'll be interesting to see what LFZS is going to be able to do to try and get themselves back in the game. They've lost all their towers now, so map control completely going the way of Royal Club. It looks like LFZS might just have to sit back and try and defend. They were going to try and go for a smoke gank, but they don't have the time. They're at your tier 3s, buddy. Meanwhile, after the split pushing, Reality Rift goes out on one. Cooldown can only catch the Weaver.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
And they're able to disengage reasonably safely.
Good dudes.
Meanwhile, Alchemist takes out the tower. Looks like he's gonna fall though for his bravery. Rock coming out, lifts. Gonna try and throw off a stun, catches out quite a few. But the damage is way too much here. Rocket gonna catch him, but no! They have to move back because their top barracks is being destroyed.
All over good guys' top racks.
Very nice split pushing coming out of Royal.
Top racks is going to be covered in winners' poop soon enough.
They could probably take a fight 5v5, but instead they're just gonna split push. Alchemist being extremely baller here. And he has 66 HP regen a second? That's ridiculous. Well, he's gonna be fine now.
Illusion.
And LFZS, not sure what they're gonna do. AC picked up by Lone Druid, but in return, Abyssal Blade picked up by the Alchemist.
Boom, there it goes.
And now's about the time LFZS starts thinking, maybe we should buy this Gyrocopter Divine. They're not going to be able to get the farm though, they haven't got the map control to get any farm. Even the Ancients TA is going to try and take him. Here comes Alchemist coming in. He's going to get stunned, he's possibly being a bit too aggressive here. Could be an epic throw. Stun's just going all over the place, he's not going to be able to do anything. Cooldown, going to catch out 3 of them. Clockwork comes in. Wisp able to pick up a kill on the Chaos Knight. Alchemist as well, now going to finish a Lone Druid. Clockwork. And get that Rubik. Only 2 remain. And Weaver's desperately trying to chase down one.
Top barracks has fallen.
And it's up.
Here we go, here's the other one. And he's not going to be able to pick up a kill. But still, Alchemist just ran in there, balls to the wall.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Standing there getting hit. And yet, Royal.Love turn around the fight and almost wipe LFZS without you losing anyone. That, my friends, is the power of Alchemist.
Good guys. Middle tower max gone. Turns out Radiant did need it.
And Gyrocopter's just not able to do anything here. Wisp's gonna get picked off, but it doesn't matter at this stage of the game.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, there she goes, but in return,
For heresies unknown, the temple decreed.
maybe, yeah, he's gonna drop. You can see a third melee Rex fall, range Rex fall,
Okay, that really is GG. Good guys, middle racks is in pieces.
Yeah, and they're just gonna finish the game.
Radiant's
So
middle tower has
a
fallen.
much closer game than Game 1. Game 1, Royal Club and Royal.Love just sort of seemed to control the game throughout.
Players here.
But this game, LFZS actually put up a really good fight. They had a lot of good early aggression. They were able to... It looked like around the 15-minute marker, they were possibly in a strong position to win the game. The Templar Assassin was ace and 1. The Alchemist just able to get that farm that he wanted. And traditional tower dive in the game.
Godlike. You just killed a boy band.
And that is the end of this game.
Victory.
Thank you everybody for watching. I have been Chiwilly. Check me out at twitch.tv/Chiwilly. Or actually, I googled Red Bull today, or Redbull Esports, and the videos were the first ones to come up, so I was pretty pleased with that. So you can just throw that shit in Google if you want. However you find me though, thank you very much for watching, and good evening. We hope you've enjoyed your Dota for this evening.